Hey, good afternoon, YouTube. This is Rick, Black Rifle from North Augusta, South Carolina. I had a viewer ask me about what kind of ammo did I like and what did I use it for and what was it good for. Um, as far as game. Well, what did I use it on? Well, I've selected 4 different types of ammo. 3 are from the same company, and 1 is from Federal that I particularly like, and I'll show them to you. So I'll tell you what I use them in too. Okay. The first one I use is a Federal. This is the Federal punch ammo. Is a flat nose 29 grain bullet. I have these loaded in my wife's LCP 22. It's a short barrel 22, and they're claiming 1170 out of a 2-inch barrel revolver. So out of a semi-automatic, you get a little bit more velocity than that. So they ought to pack a good punch, and with that flat nose, it ought to really penetrate deep and hit hard. So she has a little LCP in 22 caliber. She can handle that, and I don't know anybody that could take 2 of these to the chest and survive. You take 2 of these in the boiler room and it's a fatality. Any hit basically with a 22 at close range to the head, neck, or torso in the upper part, you're going to hit something vital in there, and or disrupt something vital, and it's going to be catastrophic. Okay, so that's for defense, and that mainly is used in pistols. Okay, now my favorite is the 40 grain Velocitor, as y'all know. This is my go-to ammo for coyotes and hogs. Shoot them once in the head from 50 to 75 yards out, and it cleans their plow. This ammo is a 40 grain hollow point. It's traveling at 1435 feet per second, and it was checked and verified on a friend's chronograph, and it does actually outperforms what it says it does. It was a little higher in that, and this is the CCI Velocitor. This is a 40 grain hollow point at 1435 feet per second. This is a devastator. It really puts them hogs down when I hit them. I usually aim at 50 yards with the night vision. I put the crosshair about an 1/8 inch below his ear and put 1 round there and put him down with just 1 round, and it cleans their plow. But I use that in a pistol also. I have a Taurus TX22 that I really like to use that in. And the second is the old Stinger. And the Stinger is a 32 grain hollow point, copper plated, and it does 1640 feet per second. That's its advertised velocity on the Stinger, 1640. This really works well, but it's a little longer. They say the cartridge is a little longer than the standard 22. I don't see it, but oh well. I like the Stinger too. It hits hard, penetrates deep, and is devastating on small game. Rabbits, squirrels, and such like that. It just explodes their butt. I've killed coyotes with the Stinger. I've killed coyotes with the Velocitor. And I've got a new ammo out. It's called the CCI Segmented. And it's basically a Stinger with a segmented bullet. And I would like to try this on coyotes. It's a 32 grain bullet, and it's 1640 feet per second also. But with that segmented bullet that breaks off into 3 segments, This is a devastator here. So I have some of this loaded in a pistol, a little revolver, and it's a 9-shot revolver. I have this segmented in it, and I really like that. And then I have a 6-shot old Western single action revolver, and it's loaded with the segmented hollow points also. Can't wait to try it on the 1022. And I want to see what it does to that coyote. The 32 grain Stinger worked pretty good on the coyote. He was from where I hit him, he didn't go but about 20 yards, and he expired. So this is a 32 grain segmented hollow point, so it ought to make a devastating wound channel and get more bleeding action out of it, and probably a quicker kill. People whine and cry about, oh, that's not a humane kill. Well, I only got one thing to say to you. Let's go, Brandon. Not a humane kill. Come on. It killed it, you know. You kill them, it's a humane kill. Unless you torture the damn thing and shoot it 15-20 times before it expires. That's not what happens. They're one-shot stops, basically. I've never had to shoot twice with a 22 on a coyote, out to 100 yards. And I do have flags that are hanging in trees, orange ribbons, so I can see the wind, which way the wind's blowing. And those ribbons are also guides for holding off for the wind. And I have those out at 100 yards. I have a marker that marks the 100-yard line. So if he comes in between there and the line, I know he's within 100 yards of me. So I'm not going to take no 200-yard shot on a coyote with a 22. That'd be hard, but it's possible. It's not impossible. But those are the 4 types of ammo I use. Mainly, this is used in a pistol. This is used in a 1022 rifle. This is used in the 1022 rifle. And this is used in the Ruger LCP semi-automatic 22. My wife carries. So the performance tests are out there on YouTube. I want to try this in the rifle. I'm going to re-zero my rifle for this and see how this works, because the Stinger worked well. And the Velocitor seems to have more penetration and oomph between the 32 and the 40 grain bullet. I wish they made a 40 grain bullet that was 1640 feet per second. That'd be nice. But I guess it's over pressure or something. But basically this segmented hollow point at 1640 feet per second, this 32 grain hollow point, is basically a Stinger with a brass cartridge. You know, the Stinger has a silver cartridge. This has a brass cartridge. These fly pretty fast. You know, this is you know, these are the segmented hollow point. A big old hollow point there. 32 grain. And these silver ones are some of the Federals, so I got some Federals mixed in that box there. This is it. Oh well, you get my drift. Anyway, that's it. That's the answer to your question. I like CCI ammo. It's clean, it's accurate, and I get very few failure to fires out of it. I don't have to shoot it twice. Sometimes if I get one that fails to go off, I'll eject that and I'll save it and I'll shoot it again and hit the primer in another spot. I guess they weren't primed well. But anyway, I've never had any of these jam up my gun or anything like that. They always function flawlessly. And like I said, I've never had a misfire with the Stinger or the Velocitor or this segmented hollow point. I've shot a few of them, but not many. And actually no jams with this or any failure to fire with the Federal 29 grain Federal punch ammo. You know, although it says it's slower, it advertised at 1070 feet per second, but that's out of a 2-inch revolver. So you get a lot of loss going between the revolver and the forcing cone. So out of a semi-automatic, you got a longer barrel, 4-inch barrel, like on my Taurus, for it to travel. So you get a little bit more velocity out of it. I bet you're getting probably out of the little pistol with the 4.5-inch barrel, you're getting probably close to 1,200 feet per second out of that 29 grain bullet. And it's a flat point, so most tend to mushroom and make a large wound cavity. This is Rick, Black Rifle from North Augusta, South Carolina. We'll catch you later. Gonna go out and set in the ground blind with my new heater and stay warm, especially when it gets down below 40 degrees and the wind's blowing, and oh geez, it gets miserable out there. And when you're sitting out there, so we're going to be doing some varmint hunting at night, and we're going to be extensively testing out that segmented hollow point on the coyotes. And you know, the Velocitor is proven, so that's it. So y'all have a great day. Enjoy the shooting sport. Be safe out there. Remember, somebody hands you a firearm, you check that firearm. First thing you do, drop the magazine. Put it on, make sure it's on safe. Drop the magazine. Retract the slide to the rear and make sure it clear the weapon. Okay? And you won't have any accidents if you do it like that. A revolver, open the cylinder, dump the cartridges out and inspect them. Single action, one at a time. Rifle, it's a semi-automatic. First thing you do, on safe, drop the magazine, retract the bolt. And it's simple as that. Don't be an Alec Baldwin. Poetic justice. I didn't pull the trigger. Oh, bullshit. You know, that guy's so full of shit his eyes are brown. Anyway, we'll catch you later. This is Rick, Black Rifle from North Augusta, South Carolina, saying so long.